Hello guys, it's Timo here. Let's take a quick look at the markets. Bitcoin at 71k, and let's see why I think infra is important this year, and why you should invest in infrastructure. Um, but first, check our partner Starship.ai, the easiest and smoothest way to shift crypto. Just go to the platform and you can shift Bitcoin, crypto, RWAs, anything like tokenized gold, anything you want. It's a very good service. And then our partner Satoshkin and Bital AG, I can brief them later in detail. But yeah, let's look at on-chain. So Bitcoin between 71, 72k currently. So Bitcoin looking strong here. I think the geopolitical risk a lot lower regarding Iran. The situation looks better. So a Bitcoin as a risk-on asset really seems to perform well here. While a lot of people think that Bitcoin is a risk-off asset, I think gold is actually the risk-off asset, and Bitcoin is a risk-on asset. Uh, like for the past 10 years, we would have like a friendly environment for Bitcoin and crypto. We'd have basically, and then monetary expansions and stuff like that. So they have been very favorable to Bitcoin. But if we would have like more geopolitical risk, then cryptos might not perform that well here. But I'm pretty optimistic. If you look at the quant models by Juhani Savonen, it is like the market basically reaching the bottom. So he's buying, and also I think if you want to DCA or accumulate here, this is your moment currently. And personally, I've been buying tokenized gold and Hyperliquid, actually the Hype token. I think it has a lot of potential. But when looking at the CVD here, we are seeing buying from retail. So retail has basically woken up here, and we are seeing retail buying this dip basically. Wells are not that active yet, but let's see. I think they will become more active if this momentum continues here. But yeah, actually, my main thesis is that why infrastructure is quietly winning this year. Why you should invest in infrastructure. I think the whole market is shifting right now. So if you look back at 2016. When we had this Bitcoin embassy and we kind of entered the market, and I entered the market in 2015-16. The market was a lot different back then. It was very small, quite illiquid and retail driven. Now after 10 years, I think the dynamics have changed a lot, and it's very retail heavy market back then, but right now it's more driven by institutional demand. We have all these Bitcoin treasury companies, DATs MSTR, who just want to buy more Bitcoin, and then they have all of these products, and then in DeFi, and so many DeFi companies at the same time, and it's very interesting shift happening here. So what I think is going on is that market is right now more mature than before. So it was 10 years 10 years back we had it is very young market, but right now we have institutions, we have regulation, we have a lot of things going on. So it's more mature market. But it's also a bit I would say maybe saturated. But let's look at these charts. So basically, stablecoin growth is huge, like this, despite the like despite like the bear cycle we're in. So Bitcoin spot price has like declined by almost 50% since November, but still we are seeing like this escalating growth of stable coins, and then we have of these stable coin companies like Circle and Paxos and Tether performing very well. The difficulty is that you cannot buy Tether shares basically because they're just not available. So the question remains that how to invest in these companies. But at least you can buy hyper liquid tokens, hype tokens, and invest in infra, and you can buy RWAs, but yeah, you can actually invest in Tether directly. But stable coins are growing, and most of them are pegged to the USD, the dollar. But we are also seeing a growing amount of gold based stable coins, and probably like euro based stable coins too in future. And this was I think we like explored this chart before. So when you look at hyperliquid data here, there's hyperliquid is trading a huge amount of RWA. So basically, like 30% of hyperliquid's volume is uh, RWAs. So like gold, oil, and even like tokenized stocks there. So this is like a new thing here, and like you just add these assets on chain, and then you can trade them. And the question is that while the demand is limited and liquidity is limited, the question is that it is kind of like cannibalizing the altcoins, and I think this might be actually cannibalizing the altcoins because like the smart money focus this year will likely be towards like Bitcoin, gold, tokenized gold, RWAs, and then like these infra related tokens like Hype, BNB, and then like infra stocks. So the question is that we have, if you look at Dune's data, we have like 40 million different kind of tokens or altcoins, and I think what will actually happen here is that that there isn't enough demand for all. It's very different back in like 2017 or 16. We just had like a small selection of altcoins, and you just choose like a couple of them and just wait for the alt season to come. But recently we haven't actually seen like any real alt season, and if you're going to see an alt season, it will be more like selective alt season. So it's just like premium selected altcoins will likely perform well, and I really think that the rise of RWAs on hyperliquid will like decrease the demand towards altcoins, and it's the alt seasons, the classic alt season might also be history here. So if you think about a retail investor, like the environment is getting a lot tougher. So it used to be easy to just buy like top 10 altcoins or something like that, or basically like any altcoin in like 17 or 21, and you would win. Now it's very different, and I think the market is saturated. So you need to be very careful what to buy if you really want to succeed. So it's a more mature market, and market is more saturated. And let's look at this. So what is Tether doing currently? They're buying a lot of companies. These like I think the last quarter was the largest for Tether in terms of acquisitions, and they're buying like Anchorage Digital and Gold.com. So Tether has been very interested in gold, which is like a new sign of times to come. And they're accumulating gold. They also invested in like gold miner companies, and of course they have their own gold-backed stablecoin, XAUT Tether Gold. So they're kind of like pivoting, like they're an old crypto company, or uh, you could say technology company, but we can use the word crypto company. But they're kind of like pivoting from just like purely Bitcoin to like new ventures, and they want to kind of like diversify, and it makes sense because they have huge resources. And yeah, but this is like why Tether has been favoring gold. That's a good question, and I think they see it as safe haven and risk off assets, for sure. And recently, actually, Tether had this deal with Binance, so you can now buy the gold token XAUT using the um, like Binance networks, BNB network. I mean, so they're doing a lot of expansions here. But yeah, I think this the way we are now moving to. Markets has changed a lot, and institutions are here, infra is here. This is not an investment advice, but what I'm personally thinking right now is that I want to accumulate infra related tokens like Hype and BNB, and probably also buying some stocks like Juhani was Juhani has been buying this DeFi stock, so you can also invest in infra in that way if you don't want to buy anything like tokenized, so you can just buy the stocks. And this is the way we are going. Also, I think we might not see a real alt season here this year, to be honest, like a wide alt season, like Hype and then ZEC or Zcash have been performing well this year, for example, early this year. But we are seeing like a selection of altcoins performing well, but we are not going to see like 21 style alt season, and actually those alt seasons might be history. So this is my argument. So yeah, the game has changed, and be careful. And it's like the difficulty has gone up. It's not that easy to invest anymore. But if I would recommend something, it would be by infra. That's all for now. I think we can wrap this up. Perhaps we will talk next time with Juhani or some other guest. Thanks for following, and enjoy your week.